We both married into the Carter family. I had a daughter, Lila. My best friend had a son, Leo, with supermale mosaic syndrome. Lila was fair and beautiful. Scouted by a talent agency, she became a well-known child model. My friend burned with envy. She wanted Leo to be a model too, so she borrowed money for an expensive training class. I saw the agency was a scam and tried to stop her. Years later, Leo had intellectual disabilities, he couldn't get into college, and his bad temper left him jobless. My friend blamed me bitterly. If you'd let him join, he'd be a top model now. Leo held a grudge, hacked off Lila's legs, and tortured us both to death. When I opened my eyes again, I was back to the day she came to me. Go for it, I said. With genes this good, modeling's a must. 1. The temptation of a good offer. Your son has great potential, want him to be a child model? My friend read the message, then looked at me proudly. See? A big company wants Leo too. Way better than Lila's agency. Months earlier, I'd posted Lila's photo online, big eyes, fair skin, sharp features. It went viral, and many agencies messaged me. I asked Lila's opinion, then chose a small, long-established agency with a good reputation. Lila took some gigs and soon became a known child model. My friend married into the Carters with me, we had babies around the same time. She was crazy with envy. I glanced at the agency on her phone, Glory Kids Modeling Company. It was registered just 2 months prior, but claimed 1,000 plus employees. Then I looked at Leo, his face was lopsided, features distorted, head too big for his small body, dark skin, beady eyes, all from his supermale syndrome. I'd been through Lila's auditions. I knew legitimate agencies had strict appearance rules, average kids barely qualified, let alone Leo. This no-barrier agency was clearly a scam, out for money or worse. But this time, I stayed silent. In my past life, I'd begged her not to fall for it. She agreed reluctantly, but as Leo grew, his syndrome got worse, low IQ, short fuse, no college, no job. My friend stormed to me, yelling, "You stopped Leo. Now he can't go to college, it's your fault." When she was pregnant, doctors diagnosed Leo's syndrome. I explained, kids with this condition often have low IQ, mood swings, anger issues, school and work are hard. But she insisted, "He's my son. Love can fix anything." I refused to take blame, "You chose to have him, face the consequences." Furious, she went to Lila's workplace, made a scene, smashed equipment, tore dresses. Lila was about to walk her first big fashion show. "If my son has no future, yours won't either," she shrieked. To calm her, I got Leo a stagehand job. But his temper caused fights, with staff, models, even guests. He hit someone, I paid for damages, and he got fired. He went back to lazing at home, living off his parents. My friend waited on him, their arguments got worse, and Leo had violent outbursts. My friend blamed everything on me, "It's all your fault. If you'd let him join the class, he'd be a star. We wouldn't be miserable. But Lila's famous, you just hate our happiness." Leo believed her, hated me deeply. One night, he broke in, hacked off Lila's legs, and tortured us to death. This time, I chose to watch, cold and firm. 2. Pushing her into the scam. Go for it, I agreed, faking excitement. Leo's genes are amazing, modeling's perfect for him. My Leo was born to model. She beamed, touching his overly mature face. Look at these sharp, manly features. The agency messaged back, "We need a training fee up front. An instructor will add you to talk details." My friend saw the fee, frowned, $6,900? That's stealing. I hid a smirk, high fees target greedy people like her. The agency replied, raising a model costs money, coaches, runways, costumes. Every penny goes to your child. $6,900 was a lot for the Carters. Mrs. Carter was dead, Mr. Carter was chronically ill, most income went to his meds. His 2 sons had small salaries, my friend didn't work, my income plus Lila's earnings kept the family going. She knew she couldn't borrow from me. Maybe, use that money? She hesitated, looking for my approval. My eyes went to Lila, playing nearby. This time, I protected her, no bad advances from her grandpa, a carefree childhood, only occasional photos in pretty clothes. But I'd never forgive those who hurt her before. After all, it's Leo's future, I said, stressing future. You're his mom, your call. That money was Mr. Carter's lifeline. He was in late-stage illness, needed urgent surgery. His son saved for half a year, gave it to my friend to keep. Without it. Made a decision yet? The agency messaged, sensing doubt. Spots are limited, first come, first served. My friend looked at Leo, gritted her teeth, fine. I'll pay. She mumbled to him, this is Grandpa's surgery money. Make us proud, earn it back, else we can't live. Leo rolled his eyes, snapped, I know. Wait for me to make money. I watched the ungrateful pair, smiling secretly. Make money? Who'd really profit, him or the scammers? 3. Hiding the truth and stealing Lila. My friend made me promise not to tell anyone about the class, especially the Carter brothers. I agreed happily, I wanted that surgery money gone. After she paid, the agency went quiet. She panicked, called repeatedly, and finally got an address, bring Leo tomorrow to register. Overjoyed, she pushed Leo to the bathroom, shower. Get clean. Tomorrow you'll be a real model. I saw the address was in an industrial zone 3 hours from the city. That place is too far, I said, still clinging to a sliver of old friendship. News said kids and women went missing there. But she rolled her eyes, are you jealous? Leo earned this. You just hate our success. She pushed me away. Leave me, no negativity. I didn't argue. But next morning, before they left, she snuck into my yard. She had no life skills, I did all cooking, cleaning, shopping. When she was hungry or out of supplies, she'd take my things, she'd borrow my new clothes, leave them crumpled, then claim them. I was washing up, didn't notice her. But after making breakfast, I went to wake Lila, no answer. I pushed the door, Lila was gone. I panicked, called her name, searched every corner. I pulled out my phone to call the police, then saw her message, the agency needs a boy and girl for photos. I took Lila, afraid you'd say no. I'll bring her back. Furious, I realized she'd kidnapped Lila. I ran to the road, flagged a taxi, gave the agency's address, and messaged the Carter brothers to meet us fast. The taxi drove from the city, skyscrapers turned to empty countryside. The driver muttered, what are you doing here? Factories everywhere, it's dangerous. I said nothing, hands clenched with worry. If anything happened to Lila this time, she'd pay. For exposing the scam and getting justice. Here. Get out. The driver was impatient. I got out, and he drove off at once. I looked at the building, it wasn't an agency, but an abandoned factory. A rusty lock hung on the gate. I pulled it, couldn't open. Open up. Is anyone there? Let me in. I banged urgently. Minutes later, a burly man came, cigarette in his mouth. Stop knocking. Who are you? What do you want? He snapped, eyes cold and threatening. My heart sank, this was exactly the place I feared. I rushed into the warehouse. There was Lila, tied to a chair. My friend and Leo stood beside her. I understood at once, she knew it was a scam all along. She brought Lila to shield Leo or sell her. You knew it was a scam, I said, untying Lila. I turned to her, voice shaking with anger. You brought Lila to sacrifice her for Leo's future, maybe sell her? Her face turned ugly, so what? Leo has supermale syndrome. Why does Lila get to be famous? It's not fair. Leo lunged at Lila, fists raised, but just then, the Carter brothers arrived. Tom, her husband, yelled, furious, you used Dad's surgery money for a scam? You kidnapped Lila? Do this again, and we divorce. Mike, my husband, pulled Lila and me behind him, shielding us. She collapsed, sobbing wildly. I stared at her coldly, Leo's troubles were never Lila's fault. You're just selfish and delusional, you hurt everyone, even yourself. In the end, we called the police. The scammers were arrested, we didn't get the fee back, but Tom and Mike scraped up money for Mr. Carter's surgery. My friend finally came to her senses, got a job, taught Leo basic skills. I took Lila out of modeling, let her have a normal childhood. From now on, my only goal is to keep her safe.